We're about to take the dogs for a walk and get some nice breakfast. Somehow we got all 3 dogs in the car. And I think where we're headed for food is Chick-fil-A, right?
Okay.
Chick-fil-A. And Pico's barking at a cat, so let's get out of here. Are they sitting? Bump. Siéntese. Échese. Échese, Diana. Échese. Échese. Échese, chiquita. Échese.
Nikki, you going bye-bye? You going for a walk at the park? You going bye-bye with the precious?
Bubba. Chick-fil-A app. Stacks of Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh. Gotta have those waffle fries. What? We're here at Bethesda. Finally we made it. We had our Chick-fil-A. It was really filling, but yummy. We're really blessed. And it's been at least 6 months since we came to Bethesda. So,
Really?
at least 6 months. Maybe more. Have to check our calendars. But yeah, it's been a while. We're excited. The dogs are happy. What are my thoughts? My thoughts are that this is heavy. It's a really nice lens flare going on. It went away. It's hard to do this. I don't even really know what I was going to talk about. I forget. Vlog with dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Maybe I don't have much to say right now because I haven't had coffee yet. And when we went to Costa Rica in August, had some amazing coffee there. And we brought some back, one of which was what's called Sun Blessed coffee. That spends a lot of time in the sun, roasting in the sun. So think about like sun-dried tomatoes and stuff. And then when they toast the beans, it's kind of like a lighter toast. It's really nice, really fruity. It's perfect in the French press. We tried it with the espresso as well, and that's just so yummy. And as the coffee cools down, it becomes fruitier, but it still maintains a nice body, and it's not overpowering. And it's not the kind of coffee that gives you all these jitters. It's just, it gives you exactly what you need out of a coffee. Why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because we're like over halfway done with that bag, and the only other bags of coffee we got were Cafe Ray and then 1 bag of Cafe 1820. You know, Cafe Ray is pretty ubiquitous there. It's relatively cheap. I would say like that's their Maxwell House, but even compared to Maxwell House, it's better. So that just speaks to the quality of the coffee there. So we're kind of in a dilemma. They claim that you can buy the Sun Blessed coffee online, but when I looked that up, it's not really available. Amazon doesn't have it. It's like super expensive in other places. So I'm just thinking like that makes sense, you know, supply and demand, but we gotta be able to have good coffee in the US. And you know, Starbucks claims to have a Costa Rican coffee, and Gavelia has a Costa Rican coffee, and Caribou has a Costa Rican coffee. And for all I know, that's repackaged Cafe Ray or something. I'm not buying that stuff. We've had better, we know the deal. And my mission with this channel, just talk about coffee and our love for it, and how without coffee our lives would not be the same. And that's not hyperbole. Really, it's middle of the day, had our first meal, we're walking the dogs, and it really is hard for me to string my thoughts together. Now you could say that I'm an addict, and you'd be right, but that's okay. Define things in life. Quality matters, and that's what we're after here. Now that I have a coffee grinder, I prefer the bean, as should everybody. If you don't have time, I understand. But ground coffee is just not going to be as fresh. The flavor is not going to be there. You're doing yourself a disservice, especially if you consider yourself to be a loyal coffee drinker. So when it comes to French press, you need more of a coarse grind, and when it comes to espresso, you need a finer grind. Well, I find it interesting that a lot of the Costa Rican coffee, if it was ground already, it tended to be finer. So when we're trying to use that, for example, the Cafe Ray Puro or even the Cafe 1820, it wasn't the best in the French press. And that was kind of a letdown because we knew that the flavor was there. That was part of why we love Sun Blessed so much, is that once it was ground in the French press, it was amazing. You should have seen how it caked up.
Beautiful.
Maybe we'll do a little video where we show how awesome it is, and we'll grind it up for you. The only thing that you will be missing in that video is the smell. The aroma is amazing. It turns the whole house into this Sun Blessed coffee factory. And the thing is, that bag is at least 6-7 weeks old now. Those beans are probably 10 or 12 weeks old. So imagine what it's like if it's super fresh. We're really missing out here in the US, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't done enough research, haven't spent enough money, but I want to know. I want to know what's the best stuff. And just so you know, our preferred drinking methods on this channel are French press and espresso, and I'd say it's an 80-20 split. 80% French press, 20% espresso. Used to be the other way around, but French press for our schedules is just really nice, convenient, and the flavor can't be beat. Espresso's nice to have in a pinch, but it's a lot of work, and maybe that's because we have a low-end machine, the DeLonghi EC155. One of the dogs just did a massive crap. Is that a Pico poop? We're no longer on poop duty. Poop's all cleaned up. Anyway, another method for making the Costa Rican coffee, which is muy auténtico, is the toreador, and we have a few of those. The problem with that is that takes the longest, but as with anything in life, the best things come to those who wait. We just want to have good sips and good laughs and good days, and we intend to do that. So make sure you're subscribed. Maybe there'll be some giveaways in store for y'all. It really depends on how much traction this gets, how involved you are. If I can hook it up with some fine coffee, I will. I intend to educate. I intend to build community. I intend to just have fun. And most importantly, I intend to enjoy my life with coffee. So let me know what your thoughts are. What are some of your favorite coffees that you like to try? Coffees in the US that you found. Price is not a factor here. I want to know what's good, and if you're familiar with Costa Rican coffee, what your thoughts are. Have you ever been to Costa Rica, etc., etc.
It's fall. Nicky.
We made it. Alright, yeah, it's your turn. Oh boy. Woo!
Why, hello. You like coffee?